Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Sun Valley Lanes and Games in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2025 NSAA State High School Bowling Championships. And we conclude our 2 days of coverage with the boys in Class A. It's Bellevue East, the Chieftains, taking on the defending state champs, the Discoverers of Columbus. Here's what's happened over the last 2 days here at Sun Valley. We crowned a champ yesterday in girls. On the B side, it was Northwest winning it. Lincoln Pius takes the championship last night. Earlier this evening, Norfolk in 3 over Grand Island, and now we turn our attention to the guys. It's Columbus and Bellevue East, and along with Caleb Vandiver, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us here inside the Bowling Center. And Columbus, the defending state champ, Bellevue East, a surprise to get here.
They absolutely were a little bit of a surprise to be here this evening. They had to take down Fremont twice to make it here to this championship match. And Fremont is a solid team. They are a perennial powerhouse.
Should be a good one. State championship on the line in Class A when we come back on the boys' side from Sun Valley, Lanes and Games in Lincoln. Come on back. All the action coming your way.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Blackshirt and CEO of Teammates Mentoring.
We are recruiting Teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
Why is it important to fill out your FAFSA?
First off,
it's how you apply for federal,
state, and most college-based financial aid.
It's easier to fill out than you think.
Start college on the right track.
You don't have to pay for college on your own.
Education Quest is here to help.
For more information, go to educationquest.org.
Hi, I'm Stacy Decker, the new General Manager and CEO of Nebraska Public Media. Your support as a member of Nebraska Public Media is an investment in the future of our state. Together, we can continue to build a Nebraska that is well-informed and connected, one that will thrive for future generations. Thank you.
Next time on Antiques Roadshow, we've got the stuff of collectors' dreams.
I own this since it came out in 1977.
No way!
Yes.
And maybe a couple of nightmares, too.
It's an exceptional image.
She's a beaut. Made out of oilcloth. Yep. Now she can live in your nightmares, too. Yay!
Watch Antiques Roadshow next time from Living History Farms in Urbandale, Iowa.
Monday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Back here at Sun Valley Lanes and Games, getting set for the Class A state title between the Discoverers and the Chieftains. And for introduction of our athletes, check that. Let's take a look at where they come from before we introduce you to the players. Discoverers obviously in Columbus, not too far of a trip here. Bellevue with a quick trip down here to Sun Valley in Lincoln. How did they get here through the brackets? Well, let's take a look at the brackets, and you see that Bellevue East, with a loss immediately in the tournament, they dropped into the losers bracket and had a long road back, but knocked off Lincoln High, beat Papillion La Vista South, beat Fremont 3-2, and then in the if necessary, they came out on top again. So it has been a long afternoon and evening for these Chieftains. As for the other side of the bracket, Columbus just rolled. They rolled over North 3-0, Grand Island 3-0, and knocked off West Side 3-2. They have yet to lose in these brackets. The pattern, it's a 39-foot pattern here in these state championships.
Yeah, just like the girls, the boys will be seat bowling on a 39-foot pattern. It's a little different, though. It has less conditioner than the girls, but it is more concentrated in the middle of the front part of the lane. If they make a mistake to the left, look for the ball to hook too far to the left. The best place to play this pattern is around boards 8, 9, or 10 for our one-handed bowlers, and around boards 13, 14, and 15 for the two-handed players.
Now time to introduce you to the athletes. Let's go to Heath.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sun Valley Lanes and Games in the 2025 NSAA State Bowling Class A Team Championship. The NSAA is proud to recognize Farmers Mutual of Nebraska and all NSAA corporate partners for their outstanding support of NSAA activities, especially Nebraska Orthopedic Center, the NSAA's orthopedic and sports medicine partner for Lincoln Area Championships. Tonight's Class A championship match features the number 5 seed, the Bellevue East Chieftains. And they will face the number 2 seed, the Columbus Discoverers. Congratulations to both teams on reaching the finals. Now this match will be a winner-take-all, best 3 of 5 Baker format match to determine a champion. It's time to meet the teams. First, the Chieftains from Bellevue East High School. A senior, number 8, Peyton Ritchie. A senior, number 10, Brent Bach. A senior, number 17, Hayden Moline. A sophomore, number 27, Justin Payne. A senior, number 33, Matt Dietrich. A senior, number 34, Brandon Tracy. And a senior, number 35, Liam Czar. The assistant coach for the Chieftains is Dave Dietrich, and the head coach is Kent Crossley. Now, let's meet the Columbus Discoverers. A freshman, number 38, Parker Bash. A senior, number 35, Taylor Cooney. A junior, number 27, Alan Gonzalez Sandoval. A freshman, number 25, Roman Long. A sophomore, number 86, Jacob Staub. A freshman, number 15, Alex Unger. And a senior, number 11, Gavin Unger. Jim Henderson is the assistant coach for Columbus, and the Discoverers head coach is Bob Chester. You have met the teams. It's time. Let's bowl in the 2025 NSAA State Championship Finals.
Well, here's the lineup for the Chieftains of Kent Crossley. A senior-laden team, 6 seniors and the sophomore Justin Payne. Matt Dietrich, their outstanding senior anchor. He will lead the way for the Chieftains. Here's a look at the Discoverers of Columbus. They come in at 22-5, led by Bob Jaster. Gavin Unger, his senior, is outstanding. He's a lefty two-hander. Brother Alex Unger, just a freshman. They are the 2 leads of this Discoverers program. Well, here's a look at the rules we're playing by. This is a best 3 of 5, so each team came out of their side of the bracket, and this is a 1-match best of 5 Baker. Now, Baker format means that each bowler bowls 1 frame. The first bowler will bowl the first frame and the 6th frame. The second bowler bowls the 2nd and the 7th frame, so on and so forth. And we are wasting no time, and underway goes Peyton Ritchie. So Peyton Ritchie was not originally scheduled to be in the starting lineup. So obviously, sometimes coaches will take a look at who has the shot, who has the better look in, warm-ups and in practice. And Ritchie obviously had a good look, and he's in the starting lineup. So here in the left lane, here's Taylor Cooney. Taylor the lefty, 10 back to get the Discoverers started. This is not unfamiliar territory for Columbus. They're the defending state champs. They're the ones who beat Pius last year in the Class A state title by 1 pin and took home their first title. Crosses over, does not convert. So here's Jacob Staub. Staub is a sophomore, averages 189. Staub very direct, 10 back, good start for Columbus. Boy, how about that? High flush. Smacks that 7 out late. Trips that 7 out, push straight back. Brandon Tracy. That's a big answer for Bellevue East. Well, just rattled it around. Yeah, took the 7 off the deck and a little fist pump from Brandon.
There is no defense in bowling. It's only offense. And so when you've got a player who starts a game with an open, coming back with a strike is exactly what you need.
Pretty good shot there by the freshman, Roman Long. Call him the lane rat. He practices all the time, does Roman Long. A bit high. Work remaining with the 3-6. Big opportunity here for Unger. And this is the younger of the two Ungers. Alex is a freshman.
Freshman with an 199 average and high game of 300 and 718 series as a freshman.
He's playing some urethane straight up the boards. Crushes it 10 back for the freshman. Wow, what a shot. Ooh, slides by, and a commanding early lead now for the Discoverers. There is something to say about having been in the environment previously for Columbus. They just come in, did not seem rattled, out of the chute with 4 straight. And this is the first trip into the finals for Bellevue East. That needs to hook, it does, but leaves the bucket on the left side. 2-4-5-8.
It is such a different environment in a championship match like this. You can hear how quiet it is in the bowling alley, and that is not how it normally is in a tournament, right? Tournaments are really noisy, not only because there's lots of pinfall happening, but there's lots of cheering and yelling. And then you get in this high-pressure situation where not only all eyes are on you, but there's no noise. You can just hear everything, and it's different for sure.
3 opens in the first 4 frames for the Chieftains. And now if you're Bellevue East, you're just trying to get something positive going. Here is the senior lefty two-hander, Gavin Unger. In his senior year, every other coach in the state, so glad to see him graduating. He's been so good. Here's Gavin again. Yeah, that's why. Kid is a player. He's a player. Left-hand lane, Matt Dietrich. Comes up light. That's a tough 2-8-10. Matt's been around a while too, been starting since his freshman year, one of the team leaders. Love how he keeps his team in matches, constantly talking to them during the match about lane play, staying up, being positive. And it just slides by the 2-8. So again, if you're the Chieftains, as these two teams flip sides at the halfway point, so they're bowling the first half of the game on one lane, and then they switch to the other lane for the back half. Here is Richie again, crosses over, trips the 6 on the Brooklyn strike.
Larry, it's really fun when you're bowling a Baker match and you've strung some strikes together, and you also don't want to be the one to end it, right?
Right.
There's
something to that. And does not get the messenger to deliver.
Jinxed him. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Send your emails to carla.bandemer at
imsorry.com.
Needs to hang, and it does. Good spare conversion by Cooney. 2 seniors on this team. He's one of them.
He had a little bit of relief there. I don't know that he knew that was going to hang on.
I think you're right. little more straight there. Crosses over, gets the spare.
That's not an easy spare.
Nope.
That is not an easy spare.
So Justin Payne now up in the right-hand lane for Bell East. Justin's a sophomore. Just switched to two-handed last year. Pretty good-looking game for just switching, and there's 10 in the pit. High flush. Commanding lead right now, almost 100 pin lead, 90, almost 90, 89 pin lead right now. Good mix, that's a nice double. That's what they needed to get going, right? Just get something to give you a little confidence.
Oh yeah, and he talks about how his energy in team competitions is definitely his strength.
Misses that left, did Jacob Staub. It's not going to hurt him in this game. They will take a 1-0 lead. 178 is the best that Bellevue East can finish with. Already 165 for Columbus, and they still have 3 frames left. It's a better shot by Matt. High flush, just leaves the 4-pin, but a good adjustment. Oh, great composure, young man. Roman Long, outstanding. You know how many people would try to finish that, right? Try to deliver it? It takes a little bit of composure to stop yourself, reset. So that's not a delivery. Did not release the ball, did not throw it, so it doesn't, there is no delivery.
And no penalty on that. He's fine.
Yeah. Smart. How about this? Stepping right back up and putting 10 back. Way to go, Roman.
To do that as a freshman, come on.
He's going to be good. He is going to be good. He's good now. I mean, he's going to be really good. There, Matt trips that 10-pin. Matt Dietrich with the strike. Bell West finishes with 157. He's throwing a black hammer. Is Alex Unger. Why is that relevant? It's a urethane ball, which means it's not going to overreact. You won't get as much reaction on the back end. You can tame your reaction a little better, especially on these sports shots or challenger shots. Challenger patterns is what I should say.
And you see plenty of balls on the ball rack. And actually, these players are using 3 separate ball racks. One of them even top and bottom rack on them because they bring so much equipment to a tournament, right? You need to have, sort of call it an arsenal. You need to have a range, a continuum of balls to have different options for the finish of the ball, whether it's heavy oil or light oil, on the fresh, on the burn, strike spares. You're definitely showing up to a tournament with typically at least 4.
Mm-hmm.
I know at Nebraska we would travel with 5. Wished we could travel with more.
Just a little slow, picked up early. Came off that edge. So he'll go to his plastic ball for the spare. Just something that's going to go a lot straighter, not going to hook. So many of these two-handers, because of the number of revs that they get and how hard they hit the ball, going with some sort of plastic to pick up spares is almost a necessity anymore. You saw he threw back up at that. He went back up ball to try to kick the 6-pin across into the 7. Either way, it's a win for the Discoverers. They take a 1-0 lead, and the defending champs try to go back-to-back. 202-157. Jim Henderson right there, Bob Jaster behind him, talking with their players, the coaches. They bowl out of Westbrook Lanes in Columbus. That's John Eckholt's plates. Does a nice job up there in Columbus. Been up there almost every year to compete early season against these Discoverers. An outstanding program. You know who else goes to that tournament every year?
Who else goes to that tournament every year, Larry?
Bellevue East. So these two teams see each other to start the year almost every year of the NSAA. I'm trying to think if there's been a year that there hasn't been that double duel. Then another team that's always up there is Papillion La Vista South, which also made the state this year and was here in the championships. Just 4 quality teams going up there every year to compete early season. That's a tough break. Packed 9. Just packed. See how that ball just slid by and barely brushed the 9, but didn't take it out. And a 210. Peyton Ritchie comes up just a little bit light. Good cover. So an open frame to open up for the Chieftains. And Columbus once again with the early lead. Jacob Staub will be up on the left-hand lane.
Jacob, the 2024 varsity state champ. 2023 middle school state champ.
Got the 10-pin out. Good break there. So now to the right-hand lane, here's Brandon Tracy. Brandon also plays tennis for Bell East. Good athlete. Oh, that's a bad break. So when that 7 and the 10 don't go out, it means that ball is not finishing through the pins. And you can look and be frustrated, but in the end, it comes back to the way you threw the ball and where you're at. It's just a little too flat through the pins. It's not hooking through the back, and it's not taking out the corner pins. Good cover. So what Tracy wants to do to react to that, as you see the spare here, is either move his feet right and his target right, like maybe 1 and 1 or 2 and 2, maybe just 1 and 1 right, or he could just slow up a bit and give the ball time to react.
Yeah, if you've ever seen this spare made, it's hitting one of the pins very hard so that it bounces off the back and takes out the other one. It's hard to do.
Yep.
It's a lot of luck.
Have you picked up the 7-10?
I have never picked up the 7. I've seen it happen, but I've never done it myself.
Yeah.
But seeing it, I mean, it's like a unicorn. You know, I mean, seeing it happen is kind of cool.
Roman Long crosses over, got the carry. 3 trips to the lanes and 3 strikes for the freshman Roman Long. So he won't want to always count that. That's a crossover, and he's going to be like, oh, all right, I struck, but, right?
Oh, yeah, you'll definitely see players who they just got a strike and they're coming back like they just, you know, through. They know, pin count's great, but they know that wasn't good. I need to make an adjustment.
Alex Unger will try to double up. He'll be much more direct with that. Black hammer leaves a weak 10. If you're going to throw something that's more direct like that, you typically want to be high flush, right? High flush is going to tend to carry your corner pins a little better when you're playing that direct. Payne needs to hook. on this condition, it's just tough to get it outside early because it's just not recovering, right?
Yeah, and that's part of the read of the lanes is figuring out not only what's happening on my strike shots, but what's happening on my spare shots too.
Just slides by. First open frame here in this game for Columbus. Whereas Bellevue East looking for its first mark. Here's Liam Zarp.
For a two-handed bowler, his follow-through looks like a one-handed bowler.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
He just does such a great job of getting that right arm out for balance, and then such a nice follow-through with his left arm.
Needs to skid, it does, and a good conversion.
Dietrich's here with a 194 average for the senior.
Better shot by Matt. Yep, 10 back. Good shot for Matt Dietrich there. Still in this here in the second. Down by 19 as we flip lanes.
Taylor Cooney up now for Columbus, only bowling for 2 years. He grew up playing baseball, but started bowling because his dad helped him get a job at the bowling alley, and he just fell in love with the sport. He enjoys being a leader. He enjoys his time on the team.
Boy, much better shot there. Yeah. Great shot by Cooney. Now, Brent Buck in the game. He's a senior. That's a weak 10. You saw that 6-pin just fall into the channel, did not come out and trip the 10. Stop. Maybe seeing a little bit of carry down, as we've seen a few players come up light.
Yeah, that carry down is when the oil starts getting pushed farther and farther down the lane as the ball goes through the track. Most of these players are throwing on the right side of the lane, so there's lots of action happening over on the right side of that lane. And so the carry down is when the oil starts getting pushed towards the lane, and it means you have to start making adjustments because the reaction is going to be different on different spots of the lane. That spare's not going to count that went into the gutter before it hit the pin.
There are two contributing factors to the oil being pushed down the lane faster. One is the TV lights
absolutely
make the oil more liquefied. Is that right? Thinner. It makes the oil thinner, so it's easier to push down. And then the second factor is the urethane that's being thrown by a couple of players, which will also help push that down a little bit.
And you see so many of these players with lots of wrist underneath the ball. They're really sort of grabbing onto the whole ball, right? They don't have a solid firm wrist. They're kind of grabbing onto, so they're getting lots of revolutions on the ball. They're not sliding through. They're getting lots of revolutions, which contributes to the carry down as well. Beautiful strike.
Good shot. Chieftains need to string a few together now. Not sure that's going to get back. Yeah, that was maybe a little further right than what Roman Long wanted it.
just kind of died on the back end.
Crossover. Okay, they'll take it. Anything to put a double on the board at this point. Got two. 138 in the eighth. Right now, if the Chieftains can string two more on top of it, they could have 134 in the eighth and would be right back into this down by just 4. But boy, do they need a strike here. From Liam Zarp. Needs to finish, and it did. Good shot. And Bell they've moved inside these last couple of shots, just moved a little bit deeper, a little more direct. Not quite a fallback shot, but they're certainly deeper than what they were. That's a move as well for Unger, who looks like he maybe made a 2-and-2 move in. Comes up just a bit light. When we talk 2-and-2, we're talking about boards, right?
Yeah,
so
2-and-2. 2 with his eyes, 2 with his feet.
Tough. Pretty good shot there by Matt Dietrich. Just left the 4-9. It's a bad break. That needs to skid, and it doesn't. It hooks right by both, so. Almost need to convert this to have a chance here. Boy, this is a tough one. And it's not going to get over there. So the final for the Chieftains, 160. That means that all Unger needs is a mark here on the right-hand lane. So a mark and 5 pins wraps it up for Columbus, and they'll go up 2-0, but must mark.
His strength is performing under pressure and spare shooting, so this is who you want in your 10th frame right now.
That's why.
That is performing under pressure.
Columbus with two-handed lefties. Big advantage because their side of the lane does not get as much play. They don't have to move as much. You can be more consistent. Just big advantage.
Things just change more slowly for left-handed bowlers. There's just fewer of them over there. So 4 pins to tie, 5 pins to win this game.
That'll do it. And the Discoverers go up 2-0 here in this best-of-5 Class A Boys State Championship as they look for back-to-back state titles. They won it last year in 5. They're trying to pull off the sweep here in 2025. There it is again, backed up, nearly got it. Let's watch this again. Try to hit this side of the pin. He does, shoots it across the lane, but just behind the 7 pin. Let's take a look at Gavin Unger's approach here. And you know, there's so much being done from a research perspective on two-handed bowling now, and one of the things that Gavin does so well is watch this trail leg get off the ground. That is so key to balance, and it's one of the things that many two-handers will drag that back leg or they'll kick it to the right. He creates great balance and leverage in a long flat spot. If we show that again, you'll also see a really long flat spot at the bottom, and what a flat spot means is you're staying underneath the ball longer and you're generating more revs and speed, and that's what Unger does so well. They win the second, 165 to 160.
Two-handed bowling became popular on the boys' side first, and it's starting to show up on the girls' side too.
Yeah, it's prevalent. We've seen a few teams that are going almost exclusively two-handed, and you look at the research, and it's not as hard on the hand, certainly not as hard on the thumb. The research that has been done to date over the last 20 years is that it's not as hard on the body as well. It's easier to throw, which I think some people think is counterintuitive. Some have thought that it maybe is harder on the body, and it's not. It's not what the data shows.
Do some two-handed bowlers put their thumb in on the spare,
There are
but not
some,
on the strike?
There are some, but I think, Carla, if you want to be consistent and you want to create a consistent release and get used to it, you really should do it two-handed all the time, because whether you're picking up spares or you're throwing your first shot, the consistency with which you do that and not having to flip back and forth every other shot is important. And also, then you've got to put a thumb in your spare ball, right? Whereas you don't. In today's game, you can't have an extra hole in the ball. So if you're a two-hander, you don't have any extra holes in the ball, only your finger holes. So
Okay.
if you have a hole in the ball, you have to use it. You have to put a digit in that thumb hole or finger hole.
Okay. So there's decisions to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So a little switch in the lineup there is now Taylor Cooney is second in the lineup for Columbus. Hey, good mixer. That's an important one to get started after the open. One thing you're going to see on that release is what we call the plant foot. And you see how the slide there at the end by Taylor Cooney, he slides on that slide foot. Some two-handers tend to plant that front foot, which creates remarkable inconsistency. So one of the things that you really try to work, watch this slide. See how he slides with this foot? You watch some of the other two-handers, and even here on the telecast tonight, some will plant that foot when they're throwing two-handed, and it creates this level of inconsistency with your release. You're either going to miss right or left. Sometimes you'll time it up correctly. But watch again here as Cooney slides on that last approach. And now, conversely, and we're not picking on Liam here, right? I mean, he's a senior. He's picking up the game. He's learning it. But you watch Liam here when on his last step, he will plant that right foot. Sticks it right into the ground, which can create some inconsistency, falling off the shot a little bit. Good job to convert that. When you watch this foot land, just a very, very short slide there. And that's what we would call a plant as opposed to a slide. And you have a shorter flat spot at the bottom, which means you don't hit it as well. That comes up a little high for Staub. The data and the research around two-handed it's kind of fast and furious right now. And the Kegel Institute has done a really good job of taking a look at data, successful two-handers, what creates consistency, revs, carry, speed. And they really have some really nice curriculum out there to help coach two-handed bowling.
Well, it really started at the professional level, and it's been working its way down.
Yeah.
And now has hit youth bowlers, which has really driven this need for coaches to learn how to coach it.
Great point.
And so Kegel coming in saying, let's figure this out. Let's get some real data on how to make this work and how to do this well is so critical in making this something that is a really viable option.
So here is Matt Dietrich, the anchor senior, grandson of the legendary Dan Munch. Get it? Oh, almost backdoored the head pin. And a little chuckle from Matt.
You love to see them joking with each other and high-fiving. They're in a championship match right now, and they're still high-fiving their opponent, laughing with their opponent. Bowling is such a community.
And covers up the head pin. Roman Long for a great convert. Nice pickup with a 310. Good conversion. And that kept Columbus in it right here in this third game. We are all knotted. That was Tim Beck. Good shot there. All knotted at 66. Both teams working on a mark.
Not going to hook right off.
Great shot, big double. Columbus takes the lead.
Justin carries a 167 average, but solid high game, 240 and a 615 high series.
Strike here really puts the clamps on this for the Discoverers. Could give them a 25-pin lead. Just a high 6. Good shot there for Cooney. Wanted it, wanted it, wanted it. Ooh. All right. Good carry. Nice shot by Brandon Tracy.
Brandon says he's only been bowling for 4 months.
What?
4 months.
And he's an athlete. He plays tennis too. So.
He is, but he has 3 bowling balls that are collectively 30 years old.
Good cover there by Cooney.
And you know, you talk about bowling balls collectively being 30 years old. Bowling balls do have a lifespan, right?
Absolutely.
They don't, just like any other athletic equipment.
That's a big shot by Stop. Big, big. Big shot in the 8th. Extends that lead now to 23. This is a must spare here for the Chieftains. Slide it over. Ooh. .174 is the best the Chieftains can have. And a mark here almost assures Columbus of at least that much. Oh, what a shot. That's a rip 8-pin. And a little chuckle.
Sometimes all you can do is laugh because What else could he do there?
Made a great shot. Aiden Moline in there taking a shot. Moline, a military family, moved from Italy to Bellevue last summer. He's getting an opportunity here on this championship pair. Pretty big cover by the freshman. Boy, they moved him to the 4-hole. Good cover. So 164 is the best that Bellevue East can have. So Matt Dietrich steps up to end his high school career with a smile. I think I said earlier, I called his grandpa Dan. His grandpa's actually Tom. Dan's not a legend at all, but his grandfather, Tom Munch, is absolutely a legend. Oh, and what a shot by Matt.
Again, you can only laugh because what else can you do is a great shot.
Gets a little quick, leaves the bucket. Not gonna matter. Good sportsmanship there between Gavin and Matt. Matt covers it, and he'll have one more shot. What a way, though, for Matt to end his high school career playing in the state championship. Made a great last shot. They're going to give one final shot. And the cover there by Gavin Unger.
And for these senior boys who are heading off to college, while women's bowling is NCAA, there is men's is not. There's a vibrant club bowling community at the collegiate level.
It's a good finish there for Peyton Ritchie, as 6 seniors will graduate off this Bellevue East team. Just 2 off of Columbus, but this superstar right here is one of them. And they're going to miss Gavin Unger, as he has now won back-to-back state championships. And once again, for the 2nd year in a row, the Discoverers are Class A state champs.
The Columbus Discoverers, the 2025 Class A state champions.
It was a sweep. Discoverers do it in convincing fashion. 190-152 in the 3rd. When we come back, we'll hand out medals and trophies to the champs from Columbus.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in students involved in activities. 7,000 adolescents lose their life annually due to sudden cardiac arrest.
If defibrillation through an AED is administered within the first 3 minutes, survival rates increase to 74%. If an AED is used within the first minute, the survival rate rises to 90%.
For every minute that passes without defibrillation, survival rates decrease by 7 to 10%. Are you and your school prepared?
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Black Shirt and CEO of Teammates Mentoring.
We are recruiting Teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
This is PBS Passport. Your ticket to stream every single moment Stream complete seasons. This was perfect. Iconic series, early releases, and so much more.
So much more than I thought.
Stream all the shows you love by donating to your local PBS station and get the full PBS experience.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents women's professional volleyball. The Omaha Supernovas take the court at CHI Health Center against the San Diego Mojo. Live from Omaha, Sunday, February 16th at 3 p.m. Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA Bowling Championships is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, and viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. Back here at Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, where the Discoverers have just gone back-to-back, winning 2 state championships in Class A, and now for medals and introductions, let's go to Heath Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nebraska School Activities Association is pleased to present medals and trophies to both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz and NSAA Board of Director Kara Graham from Lincoln Southeast High School. Here are the awards for the runner-up, Bellevue East High School. Well, head coach Kent Crossley and your assistant, please come to the lane area to present the silver medals to your team. Bowlers, please come forward as your name is called. Peyton Ritchie. Brent Buck. Hayden Moline. Justin Payne. Matt Dietrich. Brandon Tracy. And Liam Zarp. Now, for these outstanding participants in their school, here is the 2025 NSAA Class A Boys State Bowling Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Bellevue East High School.
Guys, line up right here. We'll get you a photo real quick. These guys are too tall. Are we crouching? Get a couple crouching. Coaches in there. You guys looking here for the program once I can make sure I can see. So you go down. Underneath. There you go. Gentlemen right here.
All right.
And now, to the champions, Columbus High School. Head coach Bob Jaster and your assistant, please hand out the gold medals to your team. Participants, please come forward as your name is called. Parker Besh. Taylor Cooney. Alan Gonzalez Sandoval. Roman Long. Jacob Staub. Alex Unger. And Gavin Unger. And now, Coach Jaster, we have a special award for you. For these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2025 NSAA Class A Boys State Bowling Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Columbus High School.
Convincing fashion, they left no doubt. They are top dogs in Class A. Your state champs are from Columbus. We'll hear from the Discoverers when we come back here at Sun Valley Lanes and Games. They win it again, 2 in a row. Come on back, let's chat with them.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Blackshirt and CEO of Teammates Mentoring.
We are recruiting Teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid keeps electricity reliable and ready for that exact moment when you need it. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
I'm Tiffany Johansson, and I'm a videographer editor here at Nebraska Public Media. I'm a native Nebraskan, and I've always lived in Nebraska. I love to cover the things and the people that make Nebraska great. The best part about working here is that my day is never the same. I could be traveling all the way out to Scottsbluff, or I can be sitting and editing. I'm also a drone videographer. One of my favorite things I've done recently is I got to film Chimney Rock. Thanks for supporting Nebraska Public Media.
Next time on Antiques Roadshow, we've got the stuff of collectors' dreams.
I own this since it came out in 1977.
No way!
Yes.
And maybe a couple of nightmares, too.
It's an exceptional image.
She's a beaut. Made out of oilcloth. Yep. Now she can live in your nightmares, too. Yay!
Watch Antiques Roadshow next time from Living History Farms in Urbandale, Iowa.
Monday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the 2025 NSAA Bowling Championships is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Teammates Mentoring Program, and viewers like you who donate to Nebraska Public Media. Thank you. Welcome back to Sun Valley Lanes and Games. There they are, the state champs of 2025 in Class A. The Columbus Discoverers, back-to-back years. I'm joined now by Coach Bob Jaster. What allowed this team to come out on fire with that front five to start?
Those guys just they said, let's do what we've been doing all year. Don't let off the gas, keep the pedal going. And they did it and got the front five, and it was awesome.
What did you see? What did you see in practice? What allowed you to have such a good look early?
They just was throwing good shots and picking up the spare shots, and they just found the lines and was able to adjust quickly, and that's what you got to do up here on this day.
How special is it to be able to win? I mean, to get here once is incredible. To go back to back.
It was pretty amazing. I mean, last year we lost 4 seniors and had some freshmen, underclassmen come in this year, and they stepped it up and said, if those guys could do it, we're going to do it again, and they did it.
Well, one of those seniors, let's hand it off and bring in Gavin Unger. Gavin, come on in and grab the trophy. Come on in here, and Bob, step out. I'd love to hear from you. I mean, you guys come out and throw that first five and really set the tone. Was that kind of the plan?
It was the plan. Our plan was to start strong and finish strong, and we pulled through and did it.
Yeah. Maybe just give me a sense of what it's like to be out there in that environment with that crowd and being able to make shots at such a high level.
There's a lot of pressure, but we work together and we hold each other up and bring each other to what we need to do. If one of us is having a bad shot, all the rest of us will work together and we'll continue to make good shots throughout.
Couple of seniors, you and Taylor, what's this mean to go out on top?
Emotional, exciting, many words. I think we set our tone to what the next upcoming people need to do and see if they can pull through and continue this legacy that we've been able to do.
How special is it to do with your brother?
Very exciting. I feel like we've worked together better than we have throughout our whole bowling years, just this year, so I think it'll continue. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Another state champ, that's Gavin Unger, a state champ once again, back-to-back years for the Columbus Discoverers. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from throughout the day. The Unger winning it. So, hey, want to just quickly thank Allo. Special thanks to Allo. Connectivity was provided by Allo Fiber, so thank you very much. I want to remind you, a lot more coming up. Winter High School Championships continuing on Nebraska Public Media as we jump in the pool. Tune in for swimming and diving state championships. Those come up at noon on Saturday, March 1st. You don't want to miss these prep athletes as they finish a season of hard work competing for individual and state titles. Saturday, March 1st at noon Central. You can catch the live streaming on nebraskapublicmedia.org/live. Well, here's what's happened over the last couple of days. We have crowned 4 state champions, 2 in Class B, 2 in Class A, and what a great day today as it was a couple of sweeps for 2 teams, including the one that just concluded, the Columbus Discoverers, winning it in a sweep, 3-0, taking down Bellevue East, and they are back-to-back state champs. That's going to do it from here at Sun Valley Lanes and Games. For Carla Vandiver, I'm Larry Putney saying thanks so much for joining us for our entire Nebraska Public Media crew. We'll see you next time back here on Nebraska Public Media.
Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents women's professional volleyball. The Omaha Supernovas take the court at CHI Health Center against the San Diego Mojo. Live from Omaha, Sunday, February 16th at 3 p.m. Central on Nebraska Public Media.